Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakodash. We give double honors to our apostles, double honors to our elders, a great millstone that taught us truth and will well. And salutations to hopeful echoes of this truth and all honest sincerity. We're brothers of GMS Kansas City, coming another week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America, as well as wake up the 12 tribes of Israel, which are you so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, and you so-called Native Americans. You're the true Israelites of the Bible. All right? There's a lot of things going on in the world, and there's a judgment that can be felt. You know, a lot of us have been talking about that movie, you know, Leave the World Behind, you know, and seeing the subliminals that's being pushed out, you know, that they're planning on making a move pretty soon of the elites, Amalek, of bringing this American empire down and starting their plans for their one world government, you know. So all we got to do is just continue to watch these prophecies unfold, man, because everything of the scriptures is coming to pass. You know, you got the wars, the rumors of wars, you got famines, you got pestilences, okay? All the plagues of Egypt are going to return, man. And you Israelite women, man, judgment's going to be coming for you, man. Now's not the time to be doing on some bullshit because, hey, it's coming down the pipeline, man. And that's something that can be felt across the body, you know? So let's get on right into it. We boys got your precepts. You can bring them out. Let's see. We got that precept of perilous times.
Let's see, this is
I got one real quick. This is the book of 2 Timothy 3, verse 1. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." All right, so going into that word perilous, what it means is full of danger or risk. So full of danger or risk is the times that are coming ahead. I'm talking everywhere around the corner, you're going to see some type of death happening. You know, you won't have people just out walking in the street like you do see today, regularly, you know, freely, without fear. You're going to have people that's going to be posted out, looking outside the windows, you know, going up in the buildings, trying not to be caught outside, trying not to get shot.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 3. "For thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land. They shall die grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth."
Wow. So you got to really put that in a visual perspective with the scriptures, man. I mean, just imagine the stench alone. A dead body rotting is terrible, but there's going to be many bodies just laying on the street. There's not going to be no ambulance or no city working trucks to come clean up the death.
Right.
Someone's going to get put to death, die there, rot there.
Right.
You know, the stomach's going to implode and blow up. People are going to have to walk around with, you know, a scarf around their face.
Yeah.
When you see these end of the world movies, that's something to take notice of too. Notice how the attire that they're wearing. They have to have a lot of different special clothing. A lot of them have their face covered up and wearing masks, you know, in these end of the world movies. You have to ask yourself, why is that? That's because they don't want to breathe in all the fumes and the bacteria and stuff from the amount of bodies and death that's around them.
That's right, man.
You got to have gloves in that time to keep your hands covered up from all the diseases and stuff that's going to be out.
Yeah.
You know, they have their arms wrapped up for protection, you know, from fighting. People going to have, hey, the blaze is coming back, man.
Yeah.
The pistols and shit, that's going to be, it's going to be more common for somebody to have a blade in that day. It's going to go back to the original way, man.
Yeah.
And swords, because you don't have, ammunition's going to be scarce.
Right. That's right, man.
You know, so.
Yeah, these dead bodies, man, they're gonna be likened to like these cigarette butts on the ground, man. How many brothers notice how many cigarette butts are y'all walking by? You don't notice them at all, do you?
So many.
You don't notice them. You just walk right because it's so normal to see a cigarette butt on the ground, man. But I can count 1, 2, 3, and we just walking by them. That's how a dead body's gonna be, man. In the day of the Lord, it's gonna become normalized. And some is cast out as dung. That's something you throw it out. You don't think about it again, man.
That's right.
It's gonna get so bad. It's not even gonna be a shock factor after a while. You're just gonna be walking over corpse, you know. And that's how much death is gonna be going on. The Lord promised the ravens a banquet, man.
That's right, man.
You know.
And you know, you're gonna have people are gonna be stinking, man. There's not gonna be no. They're not gonna know how to bath themselves in the days to come. People don't have the knowledge of how to make deodorant.
Yeah.
You know. So you're gonna know if somebody's around you or close because you're gonna smell them. These are the times that's coming, man. When you watch that movie Leave the World Behind, it really start putting in perspective reality. You know, when the planes was falling from the sky and hit that scene, that plane fucking crashed right up on the beach, man. All those bodies everywhere. These days are approaching. They going, hey, and all that happened from there, the fucking electricity and the internet going down. And that was just one piece. Just from shutting down the fucking power grid and the internet, that caused all of that fucking death and judgment. Imagine when you add in all the rest of the shit. You add in the wars. You add the illnesses that's gonna be coming out. You add the civil war, the violence amongst people. It's death everywhere, man. Everywhere. And that can happen like that overnight, man.
Yeah, well, and also they showed you how quick it can happen, man. I mean, just like at the moment if they get hit, we get hit with an EMP right now. These people bug out, man. I mean, it will literally take days, weeks, if not days, for shit to just really go left, man. Because see, people here, they're used to dealing with the comfort, you know. And one thing that they did temper on in that movie is that once the power outage hit, people was in the city, they were riding, and when they showed Manhattan from like a peripheral view, so to speak, you saw the cities being cast down, man. You know, now they didn't necessarily show the purge events because it was more predicated on individuals, but using common sense when society collapses, you already know that it's going to be rioting and purging and everything like that. Because see, that's in these people's mindset anyway, man. Yeah. They're just held together by the glue that's cracking right now, man, because they know that there's a law, you know, they know they can be penalized, and ultimately, you know, there's retaliation right now. But when shit hits the fan, you better believe that people are going to do what they want to do, man, because that's why it tells us that that they should not regard their kings or princes, you know. I got a precept real quick to back you up, bro. This is the book of Revelation, Revelation 14 and 20. And it says here, matter of fact, let's start at verses 19. It says, and an angel thrust his sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High, man. And it says, and the winepress was trodden down without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, which that winepress goes into Esau. Because when you go into the book of Isaiah, the 63rd chapter, it tells us that who died Bozrah coming from Bozrah, man, which is Yahweh Shai. But hell on these devils. And that city represents America, Babylon the Great, because America is not held together by walls. It just really state lines, man. Yeah, there's no walls, there's no guards, you know, there's bridges and so forth, but there's nobody checking you to see what your dealings are in the state of Kansas. You can just go over there freely, you know. And it says here, and the angel thrust his sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress even into the horses' bridles. Okay, so when you think of the horse's bridle, well, a horse at least 6 feet tall. You know how when you climb up on a horse, you got to get up. Right. A horse's bridle is damn near taller than you, man. So that's symbolic of all the death and the destruction and the bloodshed that's coming here in America, man. Right. Okay? Because see, what these people ain't gonna tell you is the fact that, hey, they don't fuck with each other out here. You know what I'm saying? These people don't give a shit, man. You know, these same people that you see walking around, next door neighbors, little Andy and Sandy and Mindy, they plotting on each other all the time, man. You know, they'll go over there and piss in each other's yard. They'll go white dog shit on a neighbor's door, and then they'll play like it's a joke. But then overall, they don't like each other, man. So when this place falls apart, it's an easy thing to see. Yeah. You know, and it reads here, and it says, going down, it says, in a space of about 1,600 furlongs long, which is symbolic to the death that's coming. Because you see these people in America, man, they don't give a shit about, like right now, everybody's on the edge about this new movie that came out. Esau is telling you in a roundabout way, we're getting ready to bring your society down, we're getting ready to cut the power, we're getting ready to draft to the military, we're getting ready to provoke martial law on your streets. And yet these assholes out here, only thing they're fucking concerned about is some goddamn Kansas State game, man.
God.
You know? Now let's just say if the Most High rose up or something happened in that goddamn center, man, it would be totally justified. You know? Because it ain't like you people in that center is righteous any damn way. You commit adultery, eat abominable foods, you out of order, the women is out of fucking order. You people ain't righteous, man. And then when the men of the Lord come out here and try to tell you to repent and come back to your heritage, y'all look at us like we got the fucking problem, man. You know?
That's right, man. Hey, because one of those part of that movie too that stood out, you know, is they had a QR code, you know, that was in that movie, and people already have been scanning that QR code to see where it's at, and it points to a place, I believe it said what, Kentucky. It was an abandoned amusement park, a ghost town. Okay, well that's in the scriptures. That's symbolic. What they telling you, the mirth of this place is gonna cease, man. There's not gonna be no amusement no more. They're getting ready to take the fun out of this fucking place, man. You know, and they showing you how quick it's gonna happen.
Well, because America's a big circus anyway, man.
Yeah.
Because what's on the average person's mind here? Folly all day.
Yeah.
When they eat, drink, these people will literally eat and drink themselves and basketball themselves to death, man.
Yeah.
They don't believe in anything studious. They don't believe in stoicism, but it's always some type of, it's a good word I'm looking for, man. There's just always some type of mirth. And that's what they did in the Roman Empire. They said, look, if you want to keep the people dumb, give them what they call bread and circus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You give them bread and circus, food and drink and shelter, whatever, and then they would never revolt.
Yeah.
That's why you got Arabs and you got other nations basically saying, look, we catch an American slipping, we gonna send them there. You think these people be on arms about that? You think people will be in a more stoic spirit, people be out training, people be really in a mindset of keeping their shit together, but instead, these people, they get even more complacent.
Right.
Oh, well, that's America, but that can never happen over here. You got fucking crackers that still think that some goddamn Arabs brought down them damn towers, man, over 20 years ago. What's this guy, Vivek? Yeah, and you know he's set up, because he's spilling all the beans. He came out and told you straightforward, like, 9/11 was a goddamn hoax, man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then people mad at him because he's bringing out the truth.
Yep. Yes.
That's Esau really getting in front of it, man. He likes to control the narrative, because what happens is everybody sees it online now.
Yeah.
The more you lie about it, the more people gonna know that you gaslight. If you don't have characters coming out like that, basically telling you the truth about certain things, you know, to keep people docile, man. They call it controlled opposition.
Yeah.
He's acting like he's against the quote unquote establishment. But what is he really, man? He's a puppet. He's gonna get his ass in the White House and do exactly what the hell Netanyahu tell him, man.
Of course he is, man. Because he's set up, man. If he wasn't set up, they would have been killed him a long time ago. Right. For one thing, if he wasn't set up, you ain't coming into that organization unless they check you out, man. Yeah. And this is what they do. This is how they call it, the war on information. See, they set guys up like this and bring out the truth. And then when they bring out the truth, then they justify that truth, so-called, as disinformation, so they could go ahead and pass shit to counter-block what he's saying and make it seem like he's lying.
Right. And that's one step before they can shut everything down. They're gonna try that first. They're gonna try to control opposition to change the narrative. But when that don't work, they're just gonna shut the internet down, man. They're just gonna throttle everything. You see? Because after a while, people are gonna start putting two and two together, man. People are like, wait a minute, I'm living paycheck to paycheck and I make 6 figures. Why is every time I read a headline that says the economy is soaring, there's no recession? Wait a minute. You know? And then after a while, it's not gonna work. And he's just gonna have to cut everything off, man.
Yep. That's
You know?
when the judgment gonna come. Because when the Lord puts us up, that's it. Reason why hell ain't breaking loose yet, because for one thing, the elect is still being sealed, which we believe the elect is already sealed. But believe it or not, you got Israelites waking up every single day, man. Every single day. So don't think that the work that your brothers are doing is in vain. Somebody's watching the videos and somebody's getting edified off of it, man. You know what I'm saying? So hey, once the when the fullness of the elect come into fruition, hey, that's the wrap. You know?
The book of Isaiah 24, verse 6. It says, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth,
bread and circus there never revolt, right?
therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Verse 7 says, the new wine mourneth, divine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. So that's what's coming, man. You people are gonna be sighing and crying at times to come. Some of you are gonna be begging for death, man. You're gonna be begging that the Lord just kill you or something happen to escape the misery, man.
Yeah.
Suicides are gonna be a big time issue, man.
Bro, like, hey, you remember when the stock market collapsed back in 2008?
Yeah.
Bro, they say Elon Musk was jumping out of skyscrapers, bro.
Yeah.
And you got billion-dollar crackers. You lose $100,000. That's equivalent. If you a millionaire, that's like equivalent to losing $1.
Right,
If you
right.
a multi-billionaire, $100,000 ain't gonna. You gonna spend that shit on furniture in your house.
Right. Some people just lost their jobs, bro.
Yeah.
Man, they were some nice jobs. He was the vice president or whatever. But that's a job, bro.
Yeah.
Esau was shooting shotguns left and right, bro, all throughout 2009, 2010.
Bro, like, you know, in that movie, the movie we're talking about, Leave the World Behind, that neighborhood, I think they really shot that, like, in New York Columbus area. I think that neighborhood that was in, what they call, like, Hamilton or something like that.
The Hamptons.
The Hamptons, bro,
Yeah.
they said that it's like many houses back there, bro.
Yeah, that's the New York. Go through the Hamptons. You never look at New York on the map. You know, there's a little. New York sticks out like a little line coming out of New York, like an island chain. That little island chain, that's all beachfront property. That's the Hamptons, man. The areas of Montauk, bro. You can't even can't even drive through there, bro. You got Queens and then Long Island and then past Long Island. Basically it's like an hour and a half drive. It's the Hamptons, bro. And I'm talking about castles out there, man.
Yeah.
Castles, man. Like,
and committing suicide, man.
yeah. I'm talking about money, man. That's where the hedge fund guys live at, man. They fly helicopters straight into the city from there, man, every day.
Out of the Wall Street, bro.
Yeah.
How much an average house over there cost?
Bro, you starting at like 40, 50 million, man. You know, you got a 3-bedroom house, you know, when you about 30, you know?
And the Lord is getting ready to take all that from these people, man. That's why the scripture said that the people that's in rest, we gonna get it, but you can finish bringing that out.
God. It says, the mirth of the tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoices ended, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
Yeah, because see, when everything really fails to exist and everything shuts down, when the bar shuts down and the nightlife, people literally gonna commit suicide, man, because they ain't gonna know what to do.
Right.
Just take away a tablet from a woman that she can't upload a selfie in an hour. She gonna lose her mind, man. Like when they've been having them cyber outages over the years on social media, like sometimes IG will go down, Snapchat will go down, Facebook will go down like for hours, and people are just like bugged the fuck out, man. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine when shit finally hits the fan, it's gonna be through, bro. They showed that 2 days ago, a blackout hit New York around 12:02 a.m. They said a transformer allegedly went out. And then they was like, people was like literally just losing their minds, man. And the power was only out for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And people lost their mind. They was stuck in elevators. You know what I'm saying? People was stuck underneath the train, the subway. And people was losing their damn mind, man. Yeah. That's why it's such a liability to live in skyscrapers. Because yeah, you do have what they call fire exits, but at the same time, your badge ain't working because everything is done through the key fobs now, which is run off electricity. Now, if they don't have like a backup generator for the key fobs to work, people, they ain't gonna be able to get out the buildings, man. You know?
It says, verse 10, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. So they're gonna be boarding up their homes, man. Barricading their doors and make sure nobody can kick in the door.
Yep.
These are the days that's approaching, man. So they show that scene with that QR code, and it points directly to a abandoned amusement park, man. They show you all the joys. They plan on taking all the joy here, and it was on a Native American burial ground. Now, what are the chances of that too? A Native American, hey, this scripture said, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. You know, so the vengeance of Gad is going to return too, man.
I
when
think
this place is coming.
I think that amusement park, even though they put that in there, that's really because it's some folly at the end of the day. They did that to throw people off. But at the same time, and I won't be surprised that was part of a sex trafficking ring, man. Abandoned parks like that, it's easy to tell that. And on top of that, the Obamas is behind this shit, man.
Right. Yeah. It made me think of that Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't immediately think about. That's what I thought about when they said that, man. Because you got places called the pizza place that was down there in NBC, man.
Right.
You know, that was very heavy into that, man. Targeting kids, you know what I'm saying? And Esau's a freak go weirdo, man. You know, you had that bitch that, you know, Slocky, man. That bitch vexed me. You showed us, bro. Like she's up there talking about things ain't been the same since Obama left, man. What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Right.
This nigga's a weirdo, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's the point. That's why you niggas are gonna be destroyed any goddamn way, man. All right? Because see, we too late in the game to be worried about you simple ass jakes. And that's another thing too. Like this is a debate we had. We was in a group chat, and it was a post on Facebook. This guy went to school. He posted a post about the movie, and it's showing how dumb niggas are, right? So he said, "Well, the movie was okay, but I don't know if I really liked it or not because X, Y, and Z." Well, for one thing, when you niggas stop looking at things for entertainment purposes only and start to really open your minds up to what's going on around you, then you can start seeing shit. Right. You got niggas complaining, oh, it wasn't really nothing going on, it was just too much dialect. It ain't have to be no action going on to show you what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, that was a badass movie.
It was just about attention just because.
Right. Y'all, see, that goes to show that movie wasn't created for you niggas, man. It was a specific group of people, Americans, that they sent that message for. And really, they made that shit for the elites to send a message to them on what moves they finna make. Because in the movie, they showed you that shit too. Yeah. That everybody that was in the know, or a particular group of people that were rich, billionaires, you know, or politicians up the top, they got a heads up. They got a heads up and they was moving the money aside. That shit went right over you fucking dumbass, hood ass niggas' head, man.
Yeah.
You simple motherfuckers, man.
Right. And it also shows you there's nothing going on in these people's heads, bro. How can you miss the point of the movie, man? You have nothing else in your head. If it's not like raw in your face entertainment, they can't see any kind of message or meaning to it, man. That's how you know that all this social media shit, bro, it's a big spell, man. Like when somebody goes into a trance, that's a state that your mind goes into when somebody casts a spell on you and control you, man. That's what social media has done. Because they can watch a movie like that and be like, what's the point? Like, what do you mean what's the point, man? You don't see what's going on in the world? You don't see how close we really are to that, man? You don't think cyber attacks can happen?
Well, well, hey, Baba Shaw, can I play this for the camera? On this video? Yeah. This is what we talking about now. Look, this is the mindset of these simple ass niggas, man. This is why Jake gotta go.
What in the did I just watch? Respectfully, like, what the fuck did I just watch? Who do I sue to get my time back? It's like the movie was good, but it wasn't.
It wasn't enough
and this
bitches
movie was brought
twerking
to
for
us
her.
by the Obamas.
Dumb
Like,
bitch.
not y'all being this diabolical. We already going through what we going through since y'all left the White House. And this is what y'all send us in y'all absence? Oh, hell no. Baby, this child right here is the worst child I've ever seen on television. She's worse than Tariq on Power. Baby, the way she abandoned her family for some snacks and a friend's DVD. Like, I mean, what the fuck would she do for a living? Hey, single DVD. She probably killed her damn family for that. So then there's a climax that seems to be oncoming where I thought Mahershala was gonna kill Julia Roberts, but then they end up Tootsie rolling to apparently 2 different songs. Cause what the fuck is this? I will be suing the Obamas for not paying us up.
But you see, but that's the mindset of Jake. And we showed that so you brothers can understand. This is why you can't deal with the 2/3, man.
Yeah.
This is why when you see a nigga come up to the camp, hey, don't even deal with him, man. Because see, look, we've been out here too long, and this is the average Jake mindset, man. You niggas always want to be motherfucking entertained. Here, this bitch, she crying and she's mad all because for the simple fact that the movie didn't go the way she wanted. For one thing, dumbass, if you got the message of what the movie was telling you, you wouldn't be in that damn spirit. But every nigga that watched that movie that's not spiritual, they all had something negative to say about it because they don't know what's going on. And low key, that's gonna be the end of these niggas, man.
That's right.
Straight up, bro. You niggas gotta go, bro. The problem, you niggas are the problem, man. Straight up, y'all gotta go. And this, matter of fact, what you got, brother? You got something? Yeah, go ahead. Hey, give me the book of Lamentations 4. Matter of fact, no. Give me Ezekiel. Start 7 and 1, bro.
So Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 4. They shall die grievous death, they shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth.
Now what is dung? Dung is crap. Okay? It says women like this, men like this, hey, they gonna be laid out over the street, man. This same woman ain't gonna have that energy when all hell break loose and then the martial law troops start grabbing up women and separating them from their men, putting their men to death, shipping their kids off to a whole different state. Her black ass is gonna be in the FEMA camp with no tampons, no makeup, no eyelashes, okay, sitting there stinking on a period, you know what I'm saying, and with her thumb in her mouth crying, help me Jesus.
Right.
All because niggas think things is a fucking joke.
And that was a part of that spiritual message too. And when the clip she showed that she was complaining about, one thing, Eve always mad, you know, when Jake they'll go deal with the Edomite woman. But for two, where was the Israelite woman in the movie? She died in the plane crash, right? She's out of there. And Jake is over there dancing with the fucking Edomite woman, man. You know, so that goes to show that spiritual of the judgment that's coming to Eve pretty soon.
Right.
Well, and on top of that, they show that they losing the kingdom. Because here, Julia Roberts, her non-dancing ass, they clearly showed you that she had a husband. She didn't respect dude. He was a cup. He was a beta male. And this guy, Marshall Ali, which he represents like an Uncle Tom. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew what was going on, but he was still concerned about the world shit. The little girl was the only spiritual one in the whole movie. And what are the chances that the black woman hated the little white girl the most? Out of all the fucking shit they did in the movie, they mad at her because the deer came to her, which was spiritual, and showed her where the bunker was at, man.
Right.
Like that went right over the head.
Yeah. They like he so likes to make men background characters.
Yeah.
You know, the one is his daughter that had the insight, not her father.
Yeah.
And it was the little white girl that had the insight to go find the house, not their family.
Yeah.
Her mother and father were running around frantic, man.
Well, see, and the niggas didn't realize they thought that the fucking deer was there to kill him. They weren't there to kill him. They was trying to tell him, like, look, this is where we gonna go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you could interpret that any other way, but she running and scared the damn deer off, man. Like, fuck it.
Nah.
You know?
And you know, and it says, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine.
So what happens when Jay's Chicken shut down?
Man.
What happens when Streetcar Grill shut down? What happens when Power and Light shut down?
Yeah.
What happens when there's no more Chiefs?
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait till they take that from these people, man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when they take away the Chiefs and the fucking Royals, oh man, these people literally don't go nuts, bro.
They're gonna be upset.
Yeah, y'all love Arrowhead so much. That's where y'all gonna die at, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna gather you motherfuckers up right in there, man. Start offering you people.
Yeah. Because Arrowhead can house up to 80,000 people. That's the span.
Yeah.
You can house another probably. How many people you think fit on a 100-yard field?
Oh man, shit. Probably like another 10,000.
Another 10,000, because they gonna bury. They showed that in that movie called I think it was The Siege by Denzel with Denzel Washington in it. They showed when he went like to the baseball stadium, they turned it to a FEMA camp. They had like barricades and gates and stuff and barbed wire fences, and they had people in separate compartments. Not alone in those stadiums, they got executive suites, they got jails in there, they got cafeterias, so you can house probably 150,000 people in Arrowhead easy. And then the crazy part about it is they got another stadium right behind it, the Royal Stadium, which can house another 100,000 people.
Oh yeah. When Esau get back in their old spirit, man, he don't care how much the capacity says on the door frame, man. I remember I got locked up in the county jail a long time ago, man. They had me in a 25-man cell with like 80 niggas, man. Esau didn't give a fuck. We was all that bitch standing up. Yeah. Esau don't give a fuck about capacity. What did he do on the slave ship, man?
Bullpen.
He crammed your ass up in there, man. So it says 80,000, but he gonna squeeze a lot of you niggas in there, man.
Oh yeah. To proceed.
And it says, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. And that's the main point we were talking about earlier, man. The Lord made a covenant with the ravens, man. He promised the ravens to say, look, when the day comes, y'all gonna eat, man. Y'all gonna have a banquet and a feast. Because that's how much wickedness has been going on, man. That's how much death is gonna sweep through this place, man.
Sir.
Right. So some of us are gonna be good in that time, and that goes to show the importance of keeping His law, statutes, commandments, and returning to your heritage, man.
Yeah.
To have a quick, I just Googled just the meaning of a deer real quick. It says, according to Native American traditions, the deer represented many things, including sensitivity, intuition, as well as survival, protection, and fertility. Now in that movie, that little girl kept seeing a fucking deer, and she was the only one to see it. Everybody else didn't see it for real, you know? So then finally she ended up following this shit to the fucking abandoned bunker. And that's how it's gonna be for the elect, man. We're gonna just stumble across, protection like that. You know?
Bro, it's gonna be so dope. Hey, I don't know if I told y'all about this, man, but like it was probably like a month ago. I was setting up some prayers, and then like in my apartment, like when you come to the living room, that main window to the parking lot. I was setting up some prayers. Almost after I set up the prayer, a deer come walking down the street, bro.
Ooh, wow.
A straight deer, bro. He was like by the office, then he came over by the crib, bro.
Yeah.
A whole deer. I was like, wow, bro. You know.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah. In the movie, the deer led the little girl to go get the food. So the Lord's like, look, man, I'm gonna take care of y'all. Y'all gonna be cool and stay here. Do what y'all gotta do. Because I had a vision the other night. And it was pretty scary, bro. Like I was it was on a Friday, and it was like, you know how like when you in those big cities, like just imagine going downtown, you know how like the old department stores is, old furniture shops. And just imagine like, you know how the building was kind of cornered, so the door to get in the building was kind of cornered into the street. So we were just sitting there working, so it was probably like 6 of my co-workers in there, and I'm just looking like, okay, so what are we doing in here? Are we working, or are we doing what? So I'm walking around. So my supervisor comes, she said, hey, real quick, we got to call a meeting. So we went into like this pantry room, and all of a sudden it got dark outside. And when I say you can hear the fear in her voice, like she literally sounded like terrified. And then all of a sudden I'm hearing these screams outside, gunshots, all hell just breaking loose. So you remember the old saying, like on New Year's Eve, you got to duck down to get in the hallway from shooting? So we all was kind of laying down to avoid the gunshots and shit like that, but the spirit just woke me up. But to say this, it felt real, bro, because I felt the fear in them, man. You know what I'm saying? And when I woke up, I had to pray because it was really disturbing, bro. I was like, oh shit, this finna get real, you know? So this ain't gonna be no cakewalk, man. Embrace, brothers.
Hey, that when you mentioned that too, that reminds me that part of that scene in that movie too. The little girl made a statement. She said, "Man, nobody ever listens to me," and that represents, this walk as being a prophet, man. Yes, nobody ever listens to her. She was trying to tell her whole family everything about what was going on, what's wrong, and this is happening. And then her brother said what? Oh, you're right. Nobody really does it. And what ended up happening is his fucking teeth fell out later on, man. So a lot of judgments getting ready to come for you people, man, that didn't take the heed to these warnings.
Yeah.
Brothers is getting visions, seeing dreams. We see the obvious signs, man. And we done warned everybody. We warned everybody within our inner circles and these people in these cities, week in, week out. So y'all didn't listen, so what's gonna happen, man? You continue to talk shit, so your teeth gonna fall out, man. Just like that idiot ass brother, man, in the movie, man. Toothless motherfucker, man. She just fell clean out. And everybody else, their teeth didn't fall out. They all got hit with that sonic weapon.
Yeah, they said it was a weapon, bro. They said that they could have like donated that shit in another fucking state. And the frequencies of the weapons are so strong, bro, to the point. We're frequency based, so depending on what frequency you tap into, your body can literally disintegrate or your body can heal based on certain frequencies, man. Like if it's something that your cells agree with, your cells will replicate based on a righteous frequency and accelerate healing. But like right now, we ain't on a good frequency, man. All this chaos, just the clothes we wear alone is keeping you sick and dumbed down. You know what I'm saying? Like polyester, we ain't supposed to wear no damn polyester, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever heard of something called polyurethane? That's basically like the coat they use, like fucking like towel and all that other shit. Polyester, it contains almost like the same chemical to a roundabout way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's basically a form of plastic.
It's a plastic, yeah. You know? Like we had to coat, I remember a long time ago we was working, we had to use polyurethane on these tables and we had to kind of coat them to get in that fucking gloss. You know? They had like the strongest stench to the point if you smell it, you get lightheaded. So, frequency based.
You got all these radios, man, cell phone signals, Wi-Fi. If you could see the signals that are all going to your body right now, man, you would be like, what the fuck is going on? This is confusion, man.
Yeah.
Now you see why it's called a city of confusion. Not just because of the philosophy, man, but there's just too much shit going on, man. Sirens and shit. You smelling smog, and you gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
You're truly not at rest, man. You're not at rest. I got a precept real quick. This is the book of Ezekiel 3, going to what the brother was saying. 3, and I'm gonna start at verses. Let's start at verses 4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee to the house of Israel and speak my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of strange speech and of hard language, but to the house of Israel, man. So he went to a familiar people. So based on what the little girl was saying, she was like, well, wait a minute, nobody never listens to me. But yet, you know, they were her own people. Same thing with the men of the Lord, the prophets, man. Because we're out here, we're speaking and nobody's really listening. Yeah, people may tune in, but other than that, these people walk by, they not trying to get understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because they're too complacent in their lives. And it reads here, it says, not too many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou cannot understand, but surely I have sent thee to them, they would have hearkened. But the house of Israel were not hearkening to thee, for they were not hearkening to me. For all the house of Israel are impotent and hard-hearted, man. Meaning, you know, stout-hearted and hard-headed. You know, Jake always want to do the opposite on what you tell him to do. You tell Jake, look, man, this is the way, go right, go that way. Jake want to go left. And I already know that, man. You can't be telling me that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mindset of Israelites out here, man. And this is why they're in the predicament they're in. Okay?
That's right, man. Here's another more addition to the representation of deer. It goes right into the scripture with what the elder just read. It says, a sacred animal with the spirit of gentleness and softness, a messenger, a shaman. Okay? So she kept seeing those fucking deer, right? And then what happened to the two women that was in the fucking shed? They got surrounded by a big ass crowd of them, man. They were all staring them in the face. The movie was seen telling you, hey, this is a clear message, man. This is a message. And for them two women to get surrounded by all the messages, that's to let you know you women got something terrible coming too, man. Yeah. They'll let you know something you about to get fucked up. Because they just surrounded them, stopped, and it was a big ass fucking buck. And he got them antlers, man. And that symbols power and protection. You know, so you're gonna need some protection in that day, and you're gonna need to listen to a messenger. You're gonna need to be with a prophet. All right?
Right.
That's what you're gonna need to be with. You're gonna need a man of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You women are gonna be crying and cleaving and be desperate to find a righteous man. It's gonna be either a good way or a bad way you come across a man. Either that man's there and you come across him, he's gonna ravish you and take it and kill you, or it's gonna be a man that's gonna protect you. And the one that's gonna protect you is the one that's gonna be rare. Extremely rare.
That's right, man. Yep. Notice in that movie that those deer led the little girl to a house with a red door on it. You know, I personally believe that door represents the door with the blood post, the door over the blood post with a Passover. Context. Because that house, everything in that movie pointed them to that house. When they went to the other dude's house, he said, go to the neighbor house. He's got a bunch of stuff there. He's like, I saw him doing plans. They got stuff there. He told them to go there. That was the place of rest in that movie. Yeah. But in the movie, the little girl figured it out through the deer. Yeah. Right. You know, and then so did the other two women. They figured it out through the deer. You see? But that was basically that little house basically represented that covering of protection there, man. Because when they showed the scene in that house, bro, that shit was decked out, man. They had everything down there. They probably could have lived down there for like 2 years, man.
Well, they showed you that in that movie The Road too, when they came across that bunker. And hey, brothers, like Kansas City, like even though this is the liberal part of it, because you know the inner city is always a liberal shit, but you got farms literally probably 15 minutes outside the city. Like you could literally drive to a farm. You know what I'm saying? Easy. And just how big these houses are, these people got bunkers in there, bro. Like these people, they got substance. Like it ain't gonna be nothing for the Lord to have us stalking around and we gonna end up coming across the bunker, bro. I got faith in that shit. Because honestly speaking, we can't tell you how we gonna move around in that day. The scripture just say be pilgrim, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be so crazy out here to the point it's like, okay, where we gonna go? But the Lord he gonna guide us, man. I believe that. You know, we ain't gonna just be out here in the midst of riots and fighting and shit. We gonna backdoor that shit while everybody else is rioting. We gonna try to get out the damn way. Right. You know? Now the Lord may throw you a bone or 3 instead of 2. Hey, take it. You know, nigga come up on that day. Hey, there's no 911. Do what you gotta do. Real, get your practice in. But still, regardless of that, man, we ain't gonna be in the midst of the madness. That's for these people. Yeah, that's right. You know?
That's right. And with that information I just read, they actually had a scripture on this article too. Now it's really going to spiritual power, the scripture that it's talking about, but it's still spiritual. It says Psalms 18:33, he makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He enables me to stand on the heights. And that talks about getting spiritual power to be able to move quickly like that, like a deer. But if you want to look at it in a spiritual note, you know, we're going to move as a prophet moves, you know, with the last symbolism, as a messenger. So we're going to be moving like deer. The deer represented us, man, in that movie. Okay? So that's the way you can think about it. But to bring that, I got that precept you're calling for. This is the book of Job 5:23. It says, "For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field."
In fact, go up 2 verses.
This book of Job 5:21. It says, "Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it comes." So we're not going to be fearing when the bombs go off and all this violent stuff begin to happen. The Lord is building us up right now mentally to be able to withstand all that stuff, man. You know, we're not going to care about when they try to falsely accuse us for things. They're going to come at the prophets too, man. They don't like this message that we're doing right now. So it says, "Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth." Right? We're not going to be worried about it. Why? Because in that day, man, the Lord's going to be putting on the spirit on these animals, man, to really help out in that time. There's accounts of that all throughout the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
You know? I remember when the raven brought the food to, what's his name? One of your brothers grabbed
Like Jeremiah?
no, the water.
Elijah.
Hey, that's a beautiful account, man. Remember when the she-bear out of the woods, you know, one of the prophets sent that curse up. The bear came and tore them people up. The beasts of the earth, man, are going to be on our side, man. That dominion that Adam was given over them to give them all names is going to come back to the elect, man. You know, they're going to be coming to help. You're going to have a mountain lion, man, a cougar, that's going to come out the thicket of the woods, man. And you thinking it's getting ready to come kill you, but it's got something in its mouth. It's going to come to you and stop at your feet and drop a fresh kill at your feet, man. You go, "Hey, could you give me some of it?" And when you get done cooking it, and it's gonna be lawful too, man. And stuff like that's gonna happen, man. You may think a bear is coming to tear you up. He go right past you and go take out this whole fucking SEAL Team 6 that was getting ready to come get you, man. You know,
Sir.
stuff like that. That's an example of a miracle. Miracles like that gonna come in these days, man. Next verse it says, "For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee."
Yeah.
You know, so don't worry about a damn thing, man. Hey, Sasquatch gonna come out and dap you up, man. You know? And there's a council that Sasquatch used to dwell with some of them Gadites, man. They would trade.
And they used to brutalize Esau, bro. They hate Esau, bro. I remember it was a story that came out. It was this guy, man, and they right here in Missouri. Because, you know, Missouri ain't nothing but the wilderness anyway. So his one guy was giving his account. He said that it was this one Sasquatch, bro, and he was like on his radio podcast. It was probably like 3 hours long. And he was like, man, he saw this Sasquatch. He was like at a camping ground. And he said that he kind of had like these red eyes. And he said the way he was looking at him, he said he felt the hatred that this beast had for him. And he said that once he tried to drive off in his pickup truck, he said that the beast was running on the side of the truck, knocking down trees as he was literally like chasing his Edomite. He said when he opened his pecs, he said he had like an 8-9 foot wingspan, bro. And I knew he was telling the truth because he was detailed about it. Ain't nobody gonna make no shit up like that.
There's a couple movies that came out you can watch too, man, on that beast, that creature Sasquatch. If I can remember the name of it, I'll mention it. But they showing that destruction that motherfucker's gonna be doing, man. It ain't no joke. You know? It says, "And the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee." It says, "And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation and shall not sin."
Yeah, and the tabernacle is basically like a dwelling place, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you're gonna have safety. Now, yeah, certain brothers are gonna get caught up in things like that, and it's kind of, you know, I say up to speculation, but we don't know until it really plays out. The scriptures give us a line of chronological events how it's gonna go down, but in the midst of those events, you know, when brothers get, you know, they try to grab you up, put you in prison, and spiritual power and all hell break loose, and 7 women, you know, all that's gonna come. But even then, it's just like, all right, all hell breaking loose and riots and shit, and you got 7 women that try to. It's gonna be some shit out here, man. You know what I'm saying? But overall, the Lord is gonna protect us. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just what He promised. Right? I got that precept called for. It's in the book of 1 Kings 17:1, because it goes into how Elijah predicted drought, and he had to drink of the brook of the river. But it says here, and Elijah the Tishbite okay, which that just the province of a land, okay. Elijah was an Israelite from the tribe of Levi, man. Okay, to make it make sense. People say, well, he was a Tishbite. Okay, that's just like a surname of a particular land and province, man.
He just lived in
Yeah,
Tish.
he lives in Tish.
It
Yeah,
was a Naphtali land, but he was
Yeah.
he was a Levite. Levites lived everywhere.
yeah, Khan. Like they say, Yahweh Shai of Nazareth. You know what I'm saying? Because of the area he grew up in. But it says, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, and unto Ahab, as the Lord Yahweh of Israel liveth, before whom I stand, there should not be a dew nor rain these years, but according to my word. So the Lord basically brought a fucking drought, man. Okay? But it says, and the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, get thee hence, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook of Cherith, that is before Jordan. And it shall be that thou should drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed thee there.
Damn. Hey, so imagine that, man. He told him where to go. He got fresh water, clean water, man. Spring water. A brook is a spring. Hey, man, y'all brothers, man, when we got to drink that spring water, hey, that was good, man. One time we went down to the Ozarks, man, and there's a spring there, in State Park, Tonka Park. Hey, one of the brothers went and drew up some water from there, man. He's talking about pure, clean water, man. So he was blessed with some clean water. He's drinking from the brook, right? And then all of a sudden, a raven, which is one of the smartest birds that you got in nature, came and gave him bread and some meat, man. So he got some steak, and he got some bread to go along with it.
And you know what's so spiritual about that trip? We did, the Ozarks last year. I actually cried on that trip too, bro. The spiritual part about that trip was right where we posted up at. There was a millstone.
God,
It was a millstone, yup.
Yep.
It was a great millstone right there, man. I was like, wow.
That water was refreshing, man.
Hey, at the millstone was the great millstone that was there. It was at the entrance to this park where we got this spring water, man. That was so spiritual, bro. Before you can go into the spring, a big millstone was just right there, man. So just like Elijah was taken care of, you know, you brothers and sisters that's in the truth, that's been laboring and sticking and holding on to the faith, you're gonna be taken care of in miraculous ways, man.
Yeah.
You would have never expected to get a raven. You thinking a raven, he's flying around, you know. A lot of people associate ravens as death.
Yeah, because it's called what they call like a scavenger, ain't it? No, not raven. No, it's
I think it's a predator.
they're scavengers. Yeah, they're like ravens and crows. Like people, people get them mixed up because they wear like, and the Lord is so cold. Like the colors of animals, bro. That tells a lot about their personality. Like when you look at a raven or a crow, the coat is black, and I think one of them got like a red beak or something like that. It may be the raven that we have the red. Does the raven have the red beak or the
Raven got all black. Well, crow and ravens, I think, are the same. But
no. Crows and ravens, they look the same. They're not the same. Yeah, they're similar, but then they're two different types. They're similar, but they look the same because the coat. But one of them got like a red hue to them. But when you see ravens, oftentimes they're associated with death because when it's death in the air, you see a lot of ravens, and they known to eat carcasses, man.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The term murder comes from a group of ravens called a murder. Like a group of horses would be called a herd, but a group of ravens would be called a murder. That's how they would tell you when somebody died a long time ago, because they would just see a flock of crows or ravens around.
right.
You know, and they go, oh yeah, somebody in the spirit world over there, and they'd be over there feasting, man. But they're a very intelligent animal, man. You know, and then the heavy part, the Lord just said, look, I just commanded them to do that, man. The Lord can just give an animal a commandment, and the animal just gonna
He's gonna do it.
program, boom, it's gonna show up for you, man.
And they know how to they're like parrots too. They can actually say words back. They can speak.
Yeah, they are.
And I seen one on TV, man. This thing was so smart. He couldn't figure out how to crack these walnuts. His beak wasn't strong enough. It went and picked up the walnut, went on top of the street light, dropped it down for the car to run over and crack it for him. And then would go fly down and eat it, man. So that's so smart, man. So the Lord was real particular with what animal he picked to come help out Elijah, man. You know?
Hey, it says, are ravens, the crows the same? It says, no, but they both are corvids. They're like cousins. It says, Latin for crow-related birds. It's a crovid. It says, but they are two different species. Raven is Corvus cortex, while a crow is a Corvus caron. So they look similar in appearance, but they're two different. They both got like black coats. You can't really tell them the difference, but one is like a lot bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Beautiful words,
kind
though.
of like a Judite and a Levite, man. They're not the same, you know, but they look very similar. You know?
Yep. Like it says a common raven here, if y'all can see it. And then you got the American crow. They look the same, but one is a little bit more stout than the other. But they pretty much do the same thing, though. You know?
That's right, man. I know to preach that.
Yep. Right.
It's the book of Isaiah 32, verse 1 says, Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
Right.
And that scriptures, that's for you women, man, to take heed to. You know, because all them deer surrounded both of them women, the Julia Roberts and the nigga woman.
Yeah.
You know, they were screaming. They were looking for safety, you know. And so that safety is going to come from the men. We know our safety is going to come from Yahweh Shem Al Shai, man. We're going to use the angels, which they're going to help the angels going to help out the elect women too. You know, but for the most part, you women, you're going to get your safety from a man. A man's going to be that hiding place. You know?
And you know, that's spiritual too, man, because during the time of Egypt, man, you know what we had, what they said, who represented the city, man. It said, well, we had light in our dwellings, man. You see? And now, in this time period, we're going to be on a pilgrimage, right? But we're going to be a dwelling where the light is, man. We're not going to be in one particular place. But wherever we go, man, we're going to have light, man. You know? That's who they represent.
That's right.
See? And that woman in that video earlier, man, on Instagram, bro, that's what these women don't understand, man. She's going to be the first bitch to say, protect black women. Protect black women. You know, you're not gonna be able to get on your phone and go on Twitter and put hashtag protect black women, man, because nobody gonna give a fuck.
Hey, Jake ain't protected. Hey, they said it. They said, like, out of all the women in the world, they said the black woman has been the only one that really destroyed her protection, bro. Like, she completely did away with her support system. That's how erratic or stupid our women are, bro. Like, they are the only ones that just like, let's just say, if we was in a desert alone, and you're the only source of water, you like, here, baby, she push your hand away. You in the desert getting ready to drop dead from dehydration. You don't give a fuck who gonna give you water. You gonna take it, ain't you?
Right.
Cause you fucking thirsty, man. But what they do, they push your goddamn hand away, man. You don't see even though the so-called white woman is a demon and a whore, at the end of the day, her man is still gonna protect her, man, to some degree. The Moabite woman is gonna get protected by the Moabite man. The Ammonite woman gonna get protected by the Ammonite man. Okay? Even Issachar is gonna protect this woman. But you black women, this is why y'all better take heed, man. Our fucking women are the only ones in the world that wanna push away their support system.
Right.
To the point, they have no help. Now they wanna cry to everybody. Well, don't nobody want us no more. Well, reflection, okay? Reflection and accountability, man. The minute you women start taking accountability and seeing the error of your ways, then maybe people will start to kind of open up to you. But you women don't take accountability, man. Here you see your men leaving at an all record. Your man is going to other countries and getting wives and happy with them, but you still got women on this side of the road saying, oh, I don't want to be a housewife. But then you complain you ain't got a husband. Right. So obviously something is not working for you. Right. But see, these women have been taught they don't have to be fucking accountable, man. And unaccountability is gonna get a lot of you fucking destroyed and put to death, man. All right?
Right. Or then you get what you want, the housewife, whatever you get the marriage you so-called want, and you run the man off, man.
Yeah.
He gotta put you away, put you out, and you can't take accountability. You know. So, hey, the scriptures say, "Hey, rise up, you careless daughters, man. You women at ease. Many days a year shall you be troubled, man." You know.
Right.
And it says here, and it should be that thou should drink of the brook that I have commanded the ravens to feed thee there. So he went and did according to it by the word of the Lord. See, Elijah was obedient to Yahweh Shai, man. Obedience goes a long way. See, people look down on, well, I can't be obedient to nobody. Well, wait a minute, man. Obedience goes a long way. When you serve the Lord in sincerity and truth, then the Lord is going to reward you. Same thing with our women. If you be obedient to your husbands, then they come a blessing from that, man.
Right.
And the Lord will bless you, women, if you are obedient to your man. Period. You got certain women that say, man, look, I just want to please you. I just want to make sure you happy. I get pleasure out of pleasing you, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've heard shit like that before. You know what I'm saying? But the average woman, they ain't in that spirit. They're like, fuck you, nigga. We want to please ourselves. We want to go to the bar.
I feel like a slave.
Yeah.
I gotta do everything he say do. I don't want to do that. I don't want to clean. I don't want to cook.
Yeah.
I don't want to take care of the kids. I gotta do everything. I gotta do everything. I don't want to do that.
But what else do you do besides sit on your funky ass and do nothing?
Right. Like this society, bro. This is the easiest society these women have ever had in the history of the world, man. You got washing machines. You got dishwashers. You got electricity, air conditioning. You bitches don't want to do a motherfucking thing, man.
Right.
You gotta go, man. You're completely useless. What else are you good for besides box, man?
Really nothing.
You see?
And with a whole head full of makeup, you know what I'm saying? Look, you got bitches at 20 years old got skin problems because they want to dab makeup on their head, all because they looking at some Kardashian bitch, man.
Yeah.
Here they broke as hell, and they want to go sit at a bar to get a man to buy a drink instead of finding a man that can actually do things for them if they submit, man. See how dumb they are, and this is why women is not supposed to be making decisions, man. Okay, they're fucking capable. And it says here, so he did according to the word of the Lord, and he went and dwelled by the brook of Cherith, which is before Jordan. And the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. So the Lord provided for him. He gave him breakfast and dinner, man.
Yeah.
And he had water.
Yeah.
He gave him what he needed, man. But you people are so fascinated with what you want, you negate what you really need. Because you want something don't mean you need it. You know, like, yeah, shit. I want $1 million, but do I fucking need it? Probably not.
God.
I can go through the whole chapter. Y'all got something. Yep, and it says here, and it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, and there had been no rain in the land. And it reads, and the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, Arise and get thee to Zarephath, which belongeth to Zidon, and dwell there. And behold, I have commanded a widow woman there to sustain thee. So he was with Elijah every step of the way, man.
Right.
Man,
And you know what's cool about that? That's just like Isaiah 33, man.
Yeah.
See how the Spirit came to him and told him where to go? See, that brook dried up, man. The water's gone. Now go this way. That's in Isaiah 33 comes when it says wisdom and knowledge under the stability of our time and the strength of our salvation, man. That's gonna be the spiritual power, man. That's gonna give us that glow like Bruce Leroy, man. You know, people gonna be looking at us like, oh shit. You know, we gonna have a countenance on our face. They gonna drink wine out of sorrow, man. When we drink wine, we gonna be
Turn it up.
we gonna enjoy it, man. Because it's a spirit to this thing, man. All right. When the Lord destroys this place, it's gonna be a complete flip flop, man.
Hey, brothers, it's gonna be so beautiful, like when we find one of them bunkers, like, hey, the Lord may put us in a badass, bro. We might end up being in the Lake of the Ozarks, and when that mansion you saying, we might be on the lake, bro, in that big ass house. You know they got a bunker in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bro, hey, we gonna have power, because you know them bunkers, bro, they got power in them.
Right.
Even if they cut the power, hey, they got backup generators, bro. Like, we go downstairs, man, like it showed you in that movie. She had power. She sat right in front of the TV, man.
Yeah, turn
You know what I'm
the TV
saying?
on.
Turn the TV on and watch that show.
Just like that, bro.
Yeah. We gonna have food.
She turned on the movie, said Friends.
Just like that. Exactly what she wanted. She wanted to watch the show, specifically Friends, and boom, had the whole library right there, man.
Yep.
But you know, here in this society, man, you up there chasing the promotion at work, trying to upgrade from a 1-bedroom to a 2-bedroom. You know, climbing the corporate ladder or whatever, the bullshit, so to speak, just to get that.
Yeah.
And when all hell breaks, the Lord just gonna say, here, you've been faithful, you went out every Saturday, you did the work, you did the videos, you uplifted your brothers, you were charitable when I needed you to be, boom, here you go. How much effort did it take to get a fucking 2-bedroom apartment here, man?
Rent free, no credit checks, no nothing.
You're gonna have good wine, man.
Good
That's
wine.
You
right.
ain't gonna be in the liquor store talking about, I ain't gonna splurge on the Migos today. I'm
Bro, look, we gonna have the top dollar shit, like
Right,
the shit,
yeah.
like, whoa.
Yeah.
You remember, like, we saw some shit, bro, that was $1,000 bottle. I'm like, man,
Right,
we gotta
yeah.
put our money together for this shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
Hey,
bro,
but
you go
that's-
see that crystalline, bro. I'm like, what?
Hey, they got some liquor that you can like invest in, like you do gold. The bottles be like $6 grand, $7 grand, $8,000 bottles of whiskey and shit, man. And only you don't get that shit in the liquor store. You can't just go to an average liquor store and find that.
Bro.
You gotta order that or go in somebody's rich ass house to find it.
Bro, they just auctioned out like a bottle of old wine. I think it was like somewhere like Europe or some shit for like damn near $300,000. It was an old bottle with AA, bro.
Woo.
Like that nigga, like whoever found the Titanic first, bro. Like when they did that dig and they got all that shit, bro. Just imagine how good that wine tastes. It's under the water for one thing. It's cold, it's fresh, and it been fermented for over 100 years. You could literally sell the shit that didn't break, because everything on the ship, even though the ship went down, they still was able to salvage a lot of shit from the ship. And a lot of that wine that they found, bro, you can literally sell a bottle of wine that was off the Titanic probably for $1 million, bro.
Oh yeah.
Easy. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, that's what you're gonna stumble across. Cause in that movie, that little girl didn't know that house had all that shit in there. She just walked in and happened to be a bunker there.
Yeah.
And that's what a bunker's gonna be, man.
Right, man. And you notice like how the Lord can just cut society off at a perfect time too, because what are the chances they were in that good ass neighborhood, man, when all hell broke loose?
Right.
It's perfect. It's so calculated.
Right. Remember those houses we passed by on Ward Parkway, man?
Yeah.
We don't know where we gonna be, but we already know if we faithful, the Lord gonna have us where we need to be, man. You know?
Bro, he never fails, bro. No matter what, the Most High is always on time, bro. I got a testimony, man. I remember I was going, hey, y'all remember that one year I was trying to get back to Chicago for a month, and I kept having problems under the car. So when I finally got the final thing fixed, bro, I was going down there, my transmission was going out on the way to Chicago. This is a 7.5 hour drive. I got 2 hours outside of the city, the transmission started slipping. I said, shit. As soon as I got to my mother's crib down there, the transmission, it didn't go completely out, but it was still enough for it to make it to the transmission shop, and they had it up and running in 3 days, bro. So perfect, because Taj was coming down there too. They said, well, your car might not be better to the end of the week. But Taj was supposed to get down there that Friday, so they ended up getting the car done by that Thursday, and I was able to go pick that brother up from the airport and bring him to the brother's crib. Then that same night, we saw a whole sky full of cherries, and we had like 5-6 camps in town, bro. It was crazy, man. So the Lord is always on time, no matter what. That's why a lot of times we bug out. We be thinking like, damn, man, the Most High fucking me up. He fucking me up. But the Lord knows what he's doing, man.
Right.
He knows what he's doing, man. You just got to just sit back and just deal with it. But he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. There's been plenty of times in the scriptures, man, when we ran into adversity and there was a moment of panic. And there's countless times you get the Lord just have to be like, haven't I always delivered you, man?
Right.
We came out of Egypt, we had to deal with the sons of Anak. Oh, they tall as hell, we gonna fight. Man, chill, man. Lord delivered us, man. Oh, this is 10,000 men, we ain't got but 300. Man, chill, man, I got you, man. So the Lord does that for a reason, man. He's giving us example after example of him taking us in a very lower state and just taking care of us, man.
He set people up in your life when they need to be. When you're going through times of sickness, the Lord has sent the right people in there to take you and put the right shit in you. Always, bro. Yeah. It's like, wow, he's always on time, man.
Time, man.
No, same thing, man. Like, we went through a lot of shit during this camp. Just in general, bro, you know, brothers that caught hell and lost things, and the Lord restored it. You know, restored everything back, man, to the point it was like, wow.
Right.
You know, I remember one night, man, we was all going out. My car caught on fire, bro, at the gas station. Don't know how I get, and it was so funny because it was a hot ass week. It was just like unreasonably hot. And I hadn't grilled the car all week. So the brother's like, yeah, we gonna go out, we gonna kick it, man. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna put on some clothes. So I hop in the car and shit. Some said go back to the crib, you forgot something. So I went back, circled down, bam. I'm playing the music, and all of a sudden I get on the highway, I smell something burning, but I'm thinking it's like some brakes or something. And then I look at my back trunk, my sounds was cutting out, and I was like, okay, the sounds are going out. But I ain't expected to catch on fire because usually, you know, shit just burn out, you smell it. So all of a sudden, man, the fucking car was smoking, and my only thing was to pull over, and if I'd known the car was on fire, I never would have went in that spot. I just would have pulled over and got done with it. But after that shit happened, burnt down, I'm thinking this whole thing finna blow up. I'm like, I'm in a world of shit, bro. I was like, they go, man. I'm like, man, this shit is finna be nuts. So that blew over. They put it out, towed it away. These brothers show up. We go to a spot. We see chariots pop up on us, man. And we kicked the whole night like ain't nothing happened.
Yeah.
Went out. Lord threw Jacob on and everything, man, and it was cool. A couple months later, Most High restored everything, bro. Got the same thing back. Got a better place, everything, bro.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, wow.
I ended up getting my faith boosted that night, man.
Yeah.
Because I was like, hearing the story, I'm like, bro, you still came out? My spirit, he still had to. And bro, and that night, he saw the chariot, bro.
Yeah.
My spirit got revved up, man. I'm like, wow, bro.
Yeah.
You know? Because that could have really went left, man. A demon could have jumped on you too, man. You could have started cursing the Lord and doing all of this thing, man. Because that was like, that's a grievous thing, man. You would have seen the vehicle, you know what I'm talking about, man.
It was bad. It was bad. Like,
the Lord, the way it lined up, that was a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, and the crazy part about it is, like, I was wearing all white that night. I had like on beige and white. And when the cops came up, they looked at me. I was like, damn, nigga, you should like, you notice how when you get out, you know you be charred up. Jake had no dirt on him. He was still like, just like nothing happened, man. I was like, well, that's the Lord, bro. Yeah. I was pissed, but I'm like, man, fuck it. Fuck it. It is what it is.
That's a spirit, because that's like 4 or 5 blocks from my old park down there too, man. There was an old dead gas station that I just never go to, man. You know?
Pretty sad.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 13. It says, therefore thus saith Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Okay, so the Lord is going to take care of his servants, man. His servants going to eat, drink. But the wicked, they're going to be hungry. They're going to be ashamed. They're going to be thirsty. So all you got to do is stay on the right course, man. Right. Verse 14, it says, behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart. But ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Okay? So the times will come, you know, when we hear about the prophetic scriptures and what happened with Elijah, you know, and the things we're getting into, how the Lord going to take care of you, hearing those facts is uplifting. It helps you be willing to accept, come to terms with Jacob's trouble, that I'm going to be all right in that time. Yeah. Okay? And not be so too afraid. Now, you got to have some fear of the Lord on you. Yeah. You still got to keep that fear and know that, hey, you ain't going to be scot-free in that time. You're still going to go through some things, man. You know, when you got that much death around you, it's impossible to not go through any type of adversity. It's called Jacob's trouble for a reason, you know. But nonetheless, we're going to be sustained in that time, man. The Lord's going to take care of his men. All right? And it says, behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. You know? So we'll be in those bunkers drinking and singing, rejoicing. And Lord's will, some brothers be together. Not all of us are going to be together, you know? Yeah. But even if you're on your own, you still might be singing all yourself, and, you know, rejoicing at the destruction.
Man, you get a whole big ass bunker, man. A whole big ass mansion to myself, man. Hey, y'all, what's up, bro? Hey, man, y'all better find y'all way there, man. Y'all better do some hits and transition.
Right.
Y'all better find it. You already know the first thing when all hell break loose, you know, brothers trying to protect their family, but you already know brothers gonna try to find each other. Everybody gonna try to make it towards, you know, each other. This is why we need to have like some type, even though plans don't work, we still need to have some type of contingency plan in place. Like when shit happens, we need to know where we gonna meet at. We need to have a rendezvous point that everybody in the camp can try to make it to, man. You know what I'm saying? Give a brother like a 2-hour window. You know what I'm saying? Hey, brother, we need to make it to this part of Kansas City. And if you ain't there in 2 hours, then we already know that something probably happened. Keep it moving, you know? But we need to really talk about stuff like that, man.
You know, Shai told us when the abomination of desolation came, go to the mountains.
Yeah.
You know? So it's not like you have to have a totally elaborate plan. There's a lack of faith. There's just a rendezvous point, you know?
And there's mountains nearby you. I mean, that would be the most common sense place to go to start. You know, go to the wilderness, further away from the city you can as possible.
Yeah. You don't want to be down here.
No.
You do not want to be down here. This shit down here is gonna be crazy, man. Yeah. Because you already know, like these people they gonna one thing, restaurants. This is the first place they gonna hit because food. They gonna hit hotels. People gonna barricade. They gonna camp out in hotels, man. And then on top of that, the troops gonna have this shit on lock. Ain't nobody coming down here. You know what I'm saying? Unless you come down here, you're gonna get shot on sight.
That's right.
They gonna occupy T-Mobile Center. That's gonna be a concentration camp. The movie theaters, you know, and these big skyscrapers, there's gonna be lookout points. You know, so the best thing to do is you want to stay as far as away from the city in the metropolis as possible, man. Don't go in the fucking hood. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from Edomite, whatever. You want to move unnoticed. You know?
Yeah, because you're gonna have Edomite militias. You're gonna have marauders.
Yep.
You're gonna have different gangs and sects set up.
KKK.
You're gonna have your KKK. It's like The Purge, man. Watch that movie. Yeah. They showed you how many different groups is gonna be out here, man.
Oh, when the Purge shit, they was hunting niggas.
Yep.
The KKK was going to churches and hunting niggas, bro.
Yep.
You know,
They went up inside that church, they shot it all up, man.
because they see, and the thing of it is, they gonna blame Jake for the collapse, because they gonna say, well, you niggas the one that put Biden in office. Man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna blame Jake like when Nero burned down Rome, he blamed it on the Israelites.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
That's their fault. See, they're the problem. They did all this. That's the spirit of Jacob and Esau. That war is going to be rekindled at an all-time high in blood, man.
Yep.
These so-called white people, they walk past these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're going to want to kill on sight, man.
Yeah, and they hate you niggas, and I know they hate y'all because we don't like you niggas, man.
Right.
We don't want to be around you. How much you want to fuck a white man, man?
When Esau is nice to you in this society, man, it's just a means to keep going about his life, man. So he don't have any friction. He's being nice to you because that's more convenient for him nowadays.
Yeah.
80 years ago, it wouldn't have been that convenient. He would have just whooped your ass and nobody wouldn't have said nothing.
Well, Esau needs to get back in that spirit, putting Jake down, man.
Oh, he will. Tariq Nasheed, I think, brought that out, man. I didn't even know this, and I lived down in the area during Katrina, man. Bro, Esau came out of there, was picking niggas off, man. Straight up taking Jake out, man. Like, just
Then they had
hunting them.
the brown paper bag rule or something, what they call the brown paper. They said if you darker than a brown paper bag, they gun you down.
Yeah, probably, man.
Yeah,
but with that time of Katrina, about 3-4 weeks, there was no power, there was no response, there was no nothing, man. And all of these Jakes coming up missing. Ain't nobody gonna look for them, man. But there was a lot of Edomites out there getting in trucks, hunting, man. This was 2005, man.
Nah.
So Esau's gonna get right back in that spirit. Half of this police force is straight up pledged KKK, man. Not like a little bit. I just hate niggas. No, they're in the KKK, man.
They have counsel on how they gonna destroy Jake.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they gonna flip that badge around. It's gonna say Ku Klux Klan on it, man.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
They're a big gang anyway.
well, hey, this is Genesis 27, and I'm gonna start at verses 40. And it says here, and by thy sword thou shalt live. This is why the so-called white man is good with the sword, because he's Esau. These are the Edomites right here. And it says here, and shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning of my father are at hand, then would I slay my brother Jacob.
Yeah.
Right.
He's gonna get right back in there. He gonna snap back into it, man.
Yeah.
Like the Joker did in the Dark Knight series.
Yeah,
Dark
yeah.
Knight series, man.
Yeah.
He was all good when he thought Batman was dead, man. The
Yeah.
moment he found out Batman was alive, that nigga killed everybody on television.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like the yin to Batman's yang. If Batman went around, Joe, that nigga was depressed, bro.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was depressed.
Isn't that his brother in real life or the story in the comics? I think that's
I mean, no, you know, it's so many different, it's so many different iterations of these things, man. A lot of comics are not really canonical. You know what I'm saying? Overall, no. In retrospect, in real life, like in the grand scheme of things, he's supposed to be like an alter ego, so to speak. Basically, he was supposed to be like Batman's evil side. You know how they try to throw twists in there, but long story short, no. It's kind of like Michael Wills to Laurie type shit in Halloween.
Right,
You know?
You're gonna see this guy's true colors again, man. Like, that's why I love that trailer of Civil War, man. You say, what kind of American are you, man? Because none of these Americans agree on the motherfucking thing, man. Even the Edomites, man. Everybody's fractured, everybody's split. The only thing they got in common is English and geography, man. That's it.
right.
All right. So when this shit pop off, they gonna start offing niggas, man.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right, man. And another thing too, remember what's going on over there in the Middle East? How them buildings in them cities are getting hit, bombed. You know, in these major cities, you're gonna have some of these buildings, skyscrapers, just gonna get blown the fuck up, man.
Oh yeah.
They will get hit from different pockets. It's gonna be happening, man. You're gonna have insurgents or people. Supercells gonna be no longer asleep. They're gonna be awake and activated.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be near no city in the days to come at all. You know.
They said, Iran has said, if anything happens over there in the Middle East, that they're gonna give all of their warheads to attack America, man. Including the ones that are in America, man. You know, there could be a million of them here, man. You would never know, man. This is the city of unwalled villages. There is no such thing as a census where Esau can count everybody, man. He really does not have any idea how many people are here in the land of America, man. And he certainly hasn't been tracking how many people across the border. And there's hella Iranians in here right now. These people hate America, man. They have a cold spirit on them, man.
Well, they said it. They said we catch any American, we gonna do something to him. That's why when they showed you in that movie, Leave the World Behind, they showed them flyers of that plane. It said DTA on there, and it was in Arabic. But yet, when you seen the color, it was red. It looked like something from China. You know what I'm saying? Almost remind you of that scene from Red Dawn. Well, not Red Dawn, but like when they invaded. Basically, they were saying DTA, meaning that they was at war. Because they even mentioned, he was like, well, World War III, cyber attacks, anything that's dealing with war and neutralizing the enemy, this is what they did. First thing you do in a time of war or some type of a siege, you're going to cut the power. When you put the opposing force in the dark, you got the advantage. Element of surprise, man. You know, so go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
And those bows are talking about the nuclear missiles, man. Go ahead.
And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
Meaning that those missiles ain't gonna discriminate, man. The Russians shoot them shits. He ain't gonna say, no, wait, it's kids over there. No, they gonna shoot them shits over there.
And their eye shall not spare children.
Right. And you know what? See, this is what they don't show you in the movies. Well, they starting to show you now the kids are dying. But overall, most movies don't really show kids being slaughtered like that. It's gonna be a whole different ballpark, brothers. Because what's the most sensitive topic about people in America? Homosexuals and kids. You know, women, homosexuals, and kids. Those are the three sensitive points in the society. So when kids start dying, these people are gonna literally go into some type of frenzy, bro. They're gonna lose it.
Right.
Okay? Mass sister, like you see that little boy right there? Hey, you know what I'm saying? A little baby right there. He's just innocent, cute, jumping around.
Right.
But hey, we don't know how the Lord feel about him.
Right.
And you know, of course he's with parents that's not doing the right thing. So now little Jake over there has got to be a casualty.
Right.
Because the Lord don't get him that small. Yeah. Remember, you had people having kids during the time of the flood. Newborn baby. The Lord drowned pregnant bitches, man.
Right.
So this is a power that, look, we don't want no smoke with that power.
Yeah, man.
Not like this fluff and puff bullshit they push in the church. God is love. No, the Lord drowned the whole fucking earth, man.
Right.
And left 8 people.
Yeah.
You know,
Cause we're just men. We don't really know. The Lord said He knew Jeremiah from the womb. All right, that means He knew his whole life how He's gonna play off. That goes for everybody, man. He knows that little boy, whether his spirit is right in him or not, man. You see, and the Lord He's not gonna spare, man. And that's what these people don't understand, man. They can't rationalize. Well, how He's God? He should love and do these things. Why would He do these? Because He can, man.
Hey, get that Isaiah 45, starting 7. I had this conversation. I was on the phone with about 3 hours ago talking about that. I said, for one thing, man, you can't ask the Most High why He do shit. Like, who are you? I said, if you were a hammer and you were the person that's controlling the hammer ain't gonna tell you not to hit the nail because you control the fucking hammer.
Right.
Oh, God damn it. Like, who the hell are you to put your human emotions or put your emotions above the Most High? Like, you can hate, but He can't.
Right.
You ain't that special.
Right.
Shalom.
The Lord gave
That's what's up. It's gonna have a fucking thigh. You see,
His right to take it away,
Come on,
man.
brother. Hey, bro. That's just like some head shit. Yeah, you come back down too? Yes, sir. Yeah, I got the some cases, Kent State one. Well, Mexican, like a Mexican national team. Oh, yeah, Jake trying to get Yeah, we do so, brothers. Let me know. All right, stay up. Yeah. Hey, just text me, bro. If you do that, make that move. Just text me.
And that's another thing too, man. You really gotta put yourself in the mindset of what's going on in this world, because they showing you raw footage what's happening over there in the Middle East and Gaza and Palestine and shit. You know, they're showing you what's happening with the children. Okay, if they're running with them in their arms and shit like that's going on, and you know war is coming to this place, you people gotta put it visually in perspective. You about to go through that, man. You about to see these American babies and kids running through here screaming. Yeah, because America's been comfortable for so long, they think that nothing's ever going to touch this soil.
Yeah.
They just think they're these invincible gods. Oh, it's happening over there. I'm not worried about it. I could just see the destruction on the TV. People just say, oh, that's just on the TV. That happens over there all the time. They don't realize that shit is coming here. And it's coming with a big force and a vengeance, man. All right?
Civil War, man.
Book of Isaiah 45, verse 7 says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil.
I make peace and create evil, man.
Right,
This
right.
ain't no goddamn intergalactic battle between the devil and the Most High. The Most High, they ain't even on the same playing field. Satan is beneath Yahweh Bashim and Hawashai. Satan go to the Most High, ask him who the fuck up, man.
Right.
Right, man.
Because if you read in the Bible, Satan only technically killed around 12 people. The Most High killed most of the people that you read about in the scriptures, man.
That's right.
Satan ain't got power over life and death unless the Lord gives him the permission, man.
Right.
Right, man.
That's who you need to fear. You don't be fearing the devil, you fear the Most High.
And that's right. You people are hypocrites, man. Because did you praise the Lord in a time of peace, man? Did you thank the Lord when you was able to sit down in air conditioning and go to DoorDash and get all these fucking likes on Instagram? No. But now you're going to scoff when the evil come, man. Like Job said it, man. You can't receive good from the Most High and not receive the evil. You see? But these people have no concept of balance and justice, man. They just want give me good, positive pleasure, you know. That's all they want, man.
Yeah.
And that's why there's no substance to these people. They're fucking one-dimensional, man.
Yeah.
You show them something, it's like talking to a fucking wall, man.
That's right.
Yeah, like this one motherfucker told me, it was like, I don't really go out like that, but if I do go out, you know, because it's so dangerous, but I do go out, it's to travel, or I go to a comedy show, or a concert, or a bar, or a lounge. I'm like, nigga, that's going out. What the fuck you mean? Like, fuck, like, dude, these are all the places that people go. Like, you don't go out, mean you don't go out.
Right.
You simple ass, man, whatever. Go ahead, brother.
It says, verse 8, actually, Salaki, verse 7, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. Drop down, ye heavens from above, and let the skies pour down righteousness. Let the earth open, and let them bring forth salvation, and let righteousness spring up together. I, Yahweh, have created it.
Right, it says, I, Yahweh, have created this, man, and it's going to get to the meat of it. Hey, you Bubba, we try to get Romans 9, start at 13, but keep reading that.
Verse 9, woe unto him that striveth with his maker.
Woe to him that striving with his maker. That's what Jake do, man. Jake covered all these questions because the Christian church, unfortunately, don't give you niggas clarity on the Bible because they don't teach it. They don't know it. So this is why you have all these mundane questions about why does God do this and why does God do that? At the end of the day, because he does what the fuck he wants. And
Right.
even if the Most High was to tell you his purpose behind the whole story, you wouldn't be able to contain it in a third dimensional world, man. There's just certain things we're not gonna know until we get those bodies, until we get in a better glory. Certain shit is just left to be unsaid, bro. It's best to just unsaid. Just let the Lord play his story, man. It all has a purpose. Okay, go ahead.
God. It says, woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherds strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay to him that fashioneth, what makest thou?
Right. So basically, does clay say to the clay potter, or does the potter say to the clay, or the potter was the it's
The clay pot.
the clay pot? Yeah. Do we say to the person that's tilling the clay or forming it, why you doing this? No, because at the end of the day, the Most High is the ultimate. I mean, he's the ultimate puppet master, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, because you people have a conscience to think and ask questions, you feel that you have some right to question the Most High about why he does things. But even then, the Most High controls your thought process. Because it was already predestined for you to even think that way, man. You're all part of a bigger story. We're all part of a bigger story. We're just playing a part. And then, you know, when I was having a conversation with my mother, she was like, well, she's like, well, what does he get out of it? I said, well, think about this, right? Most movie directors or people that write scripts, they write characters in the movie that they hate and that they love, right? Because this is truly how they feel in their mind about things, right? She said, well, yeah, it makes sense. So think about it. When a movie comes out, premiering on a big screen, a lot of times the director and the writer are right in the front seat, watching their creation, watching it play out, you know? And then she couldn't really say anything because you got to make shit make sense to Jake, because Jake is too presumptuous, man.
They call it the director's cut, not the actor's cut. You don't get to fucking make the decision on how the movie end up turning out, man.
Like, if you come against the director too much, man, he'll fire your ass.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you a special person, like you a good actor, like Denzel, you may have some type of creative content, but at the end of the day, if the director like, look, we ain't gonna put this in a script, then, man, we ain't gonna put it in a script.
Yeah. And a lot of actors like Denzel, the reason they are popular is because they know how to work with directors.
Yeah.
They are chosen not just because of their acting talents on screen, but they understand order on the set, man. You know, there are people that are great actors, man, that don't get Hollywood books because they want to be a fucking drama queen on set, man.
Yeah, hey, I found out too, bro, because everybody was asking this guy Wesley Snipes why would he do another Blade movie? Because when you look at Wesley, he's still capable of doing it. He's still, I'm like, yeah, this dude can pull off another Blade. But it's true because that guy in this movie, Wesley Snipes, he gonna play the new Blade.
Yeah, he might have canceled it though.
Yeah. But when you look at him, he actually looked like he can pull it off. But find out during the production of Blade, they said the nigga was coming in there smoking weed high and he was just uncooperative, man.
Yeah.
You know?
See, that'll get you up out of here, man.
Yeah.
Like the nigga football, man, Josh Gordon, man. The nigga one of the greatest, most gifted receivers I think probably ever went in the NFL, man. Nigga can't stay out of trouble, man.
Yeah,
Nigga
yeah.
always out, he's always getting high, doing some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Gifted, man. Complete, he's like the Jamie Foxx of football, man. Receivers. But he can't be in order, man. You know, so you gotta get up out of there, man.
That's right.
So at the end of the day, it's all about order, man.
Yeah.
The Lord is the director of all things, man. Think about how amazed you would be if a lump of clay looked back at you and said, "What are you doing?" You would be like, "Wait a minute, what the fuck?" Oh, that motherfucker. The fuck did you say to me? Like, how are you even speaking to me right now? That's how the Lord look at us. When you try to look back at the Lord and question him, man.
Right.
You see, but that's how low level we are compared to we can't even fathom the Most High, man. You got the audacity to try to come back and question him, man.
A nigga can't even tell you how many stars is in the sky.
Yeah.
Let alone, like, you question the Most High, like, nigga, you don't even know how many hairs. Hey, how many hairs are here?
You call it.
Most High knows.
Yeah. You know how much gonna be there tomorrow too. I might lose 3, might grow 2 more. He gonna know tomorrow and the day after that. He gonna know 10 years and 38 days from now, man.
Hey, cause hey, what the Most High say? He said, look, a sparrow don't fall from heaven and die and fall to the earth unless the Most High sent you.
Yeah. That's right, man.
Go ahead, bro.
That's right. It says, shall the clay say to him that fashioned it, what makest thou? Or thy work, he hath no hands? Woe unto him that saith unto his father, what begettest thou? Or to the woman, what hast thou brought forth?
Right, man. So how dare you question the Heavenly Father about things that he created, man?
Yeah.
And niggas think they got free will. No, you don't have free will, man. Now you have what they call the subconscious. You have the ability to make decisions because the Most High, we are just robots, but he's giving you your conscious within this movie to make certain decisions. But the decisions you ultimately make, he put it in your spirit to make.
That's right.
This is why they say the scriptures goes into man's goings are of the Lord. How can he know it this way?
Yeah.
That cuts free will right there. That's what he reading cuts free will.
Right.
No?
That's right, man. It's like if you see somebody making something out of a clay vessel, man, that thing really just spins. It
Yeah.
can't jump from there to over there.
Nah.
You see?
Nah.
It has the ability to do that, and that's it.
Yep.
That's the lane that the Lord allowed it to go in, man. So just because you can turn around in a circle don't mean you can jump from there to there, man. The Lord decides your capacity and what you can do, man.
Yeah.
So ultimately, you don't have free will. You have the leash that the Lord allows you to have, man.
Yeah.
The Lord gives you the ability to jump from there to there, then you got it.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, your job is to spin around in a circle and shut the fuck up, man.
Right.
Hey, like us out here right now, we didn't think we was gonna be doing this. What the hell? Like this is totally the will of the Lord. Because if it was like up to us wholeheartedly before we was really into it, we probably, I mean, I laughed at this back. I'm like, yeah, right. I'm like, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. Hey, Jeremiah said, he said, look, I ain't trying to deal with this shit. Lord was like, dude, I already made you a prophet. What you talking about?
Right. Tell me what you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's like your kids try to tell you what they gonna do. You telling me what you the fuck gonna do? No, you gonna do what I say.
Yeah, that's when you get a fucking frisbee thrown at your goddamn head.
Right.
Trying to tell the Lord, man. You don't understand that the Lord is not restricted to the linear past, present, future timeline like we are, man. There's no difference from what happened 1,000 years ago to 1,000 years in the future to the Lord, man. The Lord is above time, all right? What's going to happen in the future, the Lord can basically say it already happened, man. You can't tell him what you will do and what you're not going to do, man.
And it's scary because this is a being that you can't fathom. I mean, and she was asking some real sincere questions that will make you, because everybody, I mean, she was like, so what do you think he is? I said, shit, he's everything. She said, but how can you describe him? I said, you really can't. He just is. You can't describe him. I can't just say the Most High just a mere man. He's above that. He comes down in the form of a man because that's just what we are used to seeing. Right. He's bigger than this shit, bro. He's so contained, like the Lord dwells out. It said this was a power that dwelt in darkness before everything, bro. Like, whoa. All this shit is framed just through a thought of Yahweh, bro. Like this is all just a memory. Like we all here because we're just in the Lord's mind. This is all like in the Lord's mind. Like it's just crazy, man.
Right.
And when we get in the kingdom, we gonna find out some shit that'll bug the average person out.
Right.
Like the guy Elon Musk, he talks about simulation theory. Like, what if it's all a simulation? Well, that's technically true. This is the Lord's simulation, man.
Yeah.
You know?
The Lord's matrix.
And you niggas don't have fear, man. You just walk around with how you do that, man? How you just walk around with no fear of the Lord, bro? Like the Lord could literally just fuck you up on spot right here, man. That don't dawn on niggas, man. You know? But you will know when that power goes out and them purge signs start going up, then y'all gonna start thinking about it. Then y'all gonna start thinking back, oh shit. Oh, what was that precept? You see? But it's gonna be too late, man. Now is the time to fear the Lord, man. That's why we out here.
Yeah.
We're hoping the Lord is going. We're making an investment now.
Yeah.
You can't buy the stock after it's already gone up, man. It's too late.
Too late.
You know, we supposed to buy the stock when it was low.
Because that vision was scary, bro. I mean, and the crazy part about it wasn't even really like graphic. It was just the environment and what you heard. It was ominous, man. That shit woke me up out my sleep, bro. I really had to pray because it really bothered my spirit. And it bothered my spirit because that's how close we are, man. I was like, damn. I'm like, a lot of people getting ready to die. I had to really come to realization that everybody getting ready to die. These people, all these people getting ready to die, man. They everybody on that train, the Most High is gonna kill every last one of them, man.
That's right.
The scriptures say even in those days there should be 3 or 4 left that search their house with the sword. This city got 1 million plus people in it, and then you mean to tell me that many people gonna die to the point you may see a person every 50, 60 miles? Like, god damn, there's gonna be a lot of death out here, man. You know? And you the only one in a big ass city.
Man,
Crazy, man.
yeah.
You know? Yeah, go ahead, we'll end it on that. What's up, man?
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 14. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? God forbid. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
So basically, that scripture is that I can do what the fuck I want to do scripture. Go ahead.
So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will hardeneth.
Right, so the Most High have mercy on who he wants to have mercy. He makes his chosen and who's not. See, because you people, you try to interject your emotion on the Most High because something you won't do, you feel the Most High wouldn't do. But wait a minute, did you create Yahweh Shem outside? Hell nah, man. Oh, well, I wouldn't do that. Well, who gives it? That's why you ain't the Most High, nigga. The fuck what you wouldn't do? The Most High wanted to make a group of goddamn devils to expose them, and that's the Most High's prerogative. Yeah, simple. You don't have no right to come in and interject. Well, I don't think that's right, God.
You niggas can't even tell us how cold it's gonna be next week, man.
Hey, bro, it was an article I read back in 2015. It was about, you know, that's when this guy, Obama, this fucking Mo that you niggas love so goddamn much. They had in the paper that, because this is when the whole Momo shit was coming out heavy. They had in the paper that they quote a scripture from from Leviticus about man not supposed to label mankind. And then the motherfucker that wrote the paper, or I guess like some type of judges or something like that, they said that's just ridiculous. They said we need to somehow find God and arrest him and put him on trial for saying that Momo is supposed to be put to death. You out your fucking mind, man.
Right.
They literally said that we need to bring the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, on charges, all because he says putting fucking Momos to death. All because it's so-called violate human rights. Being a goddamn homosexual is not a human right. That's just plain goddamn dumb and stupid and demonic, man. Talking about human right. You fucking idiot, man.
Yeah, like you tried to arrest Superman, man.
Yeah. And this Superman simple ass gonna come down in the court. come down to the goddamn Supreme Court. Like, man, you supposed to blew that shit up, man.
Right.
You a goddamn guy. You subjected yourself to a bunch of people that ain't even supposed to be in power, man.
Yeah.
Hell out of here, man. Human right. But wait a minute, if being a Momo has human rights, what about all the damn death and destruction they putting on kids, man?
Right.
Isn't that violating their human rights?
Right.
Because they're being exposed to something they ain't even have a chance, man.
Yeah.
All these damn freaks of nature walking around here, man. That's why, hey, missiles gotta come to this place, man.
Yeah.
And the Lord gonna throw this shit down, man.
That's right, man. A lot of those people that choose that pathway, that lifestyle, is because a Momo touched that kid when they was young, man, and fucked their damn brain up.
Man,
so that's
right.
why they target these kids so damn much. All of them is pedo things, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Y'all drink
Oh,
that
pedals.
wine, man.
Yeah.
When you drink wine that's poison, man, you can't taste the poison in the wine. It just tastes like wine. And that's what you people did when y'all started signing on with this rainbow shit, man. It's just being compassionate, love is love. You drinking that cup, and now what's getting ready to happen? He's trying to make no difference between man and woman, between adult and child now, man. You see, it's the same wine that you drunk, but see now that poison, your organs starting to shut down now. Now you're afraid for your kids, man. But y'all drinking that cup, man. When the Lord tells you something, man, you need to fucking listen.
Yes, sir.
You know? Because the devil is very subtle, man. He's not just gonna come out outright and say, give me your kids. No, he's gonna get you to buy in to stages of it, man. He does incrementalism.
Yeah.
You know, he eases you into it, and before you know it, you got no motherfucking rights, man. All right? He got you all this technology, you know, and the electric cars now. And if we're here for another 10 years, brother, we ain't gonna be no cars, man.
Right.
They're gonna ban all of this shit, you see? But it started by getting you addicted to cell phones and social media and getting used to Wi-Fi and internet connections and all of this shit, man. You see? But y'all, dude, that same cup y'all drink of, you gonna have to deal with whatever come with it, man. You can't undrink a cup of wine, man. All right?
Throw that shit up.
You gonna have to make one come with it. I finished this.
Yeah, we're in it.
Romans 9:19, it says, thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? Nay, but O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say unto him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Has not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and the other unto dishonor?
So he had power. So hey, so wait a minute. If somebody imposed their will on you, do you have rights? Esau is imposing his, so it's the will of the Most High, but he's imposing his will on everybody else, and this is why everybody's rights are gone. So that cuts free will. If somebody, it says at the end of the day, the Most High imposes his will on you, meaning that you have no fucking choice. You're gonna go that route. Okay, I don't give a damn how many peace treaties you try to sign, how much you try to save America or Babylon from collapsing. This motherfucking place is gonna collapse, man. All right, ain't no saving America. All right, you patriots ain't gonna bring back America. Trump is not a man of God. Okay, he's not gonna save America.
Right.
Nor Biden, okay? It's gonna be destroyed, man.
That's right.
Along with you damn devils in it.
That's right.
You know? I hate that bullshit, nigga. Oh, Trump is a man. Trump ain't nothing but the fucking devil, man.
That's right.
All because what he gave you niggas, what, 3% on interest rates on house loans? Like,
Right.
the fuck, nigga?
Right.
He was simple as hell, man. Now, he was making good talking points, but at the end of the day, Trump is controlled opposition. He's a wing on the same bird, man.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Him and Joe Beasy, they don't hate each other. They go and they great kids together, goddammit.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Because you got these stupid crackers, man, talking about, oh, well, we need Donald Trump back. Hey, they may kill Donald Trump next year, man. You
Yeah.
thought about that? They may fake assassinate him just to bring. That would start a civil war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And they may just do it. They may just fake assassinate his ass, man.
Yeah. Huh.
Some gotta wake you goddamn people up, man, because you people are just fucking sleep. The way in hell you're paying over 17% in taxes, man, and yet you niggas are still trying to scrape up money to go to a fucking football game.
Right.
How dumb
Right.
can you be, man?
Right. Like, how the hell you people not rioting? This nigga Biden got Zelensky flying over here, brazenly. I need another 100 billion. Straight up, man. You niggas are on food stamps. The inflation is running through you, living paycheck to paycheck. Like, y'all not even in the spirit to riot, man.
Bro, they told Zelensky straight up, they like, look, we're broke. They said, we send this nigga another $1 billion, we ain't gonna make it through the year. And they gonna do that shit.
You see? But these people don't care, man. as long as they got NFL Sunday, man, they're in a completely through and docile spirit. That's why the scriptures call this the virgin daughter, man.
Yeah.
You people are soft as hell, man. You marshmallowy ass niggas, man.
And everybody in Ukraine is fucking dead, man. So where the money
Yeah.
going? Ain't no goddamn war over there no more. Try to hit this coward of Esau. He want to do everything but not fight the Russians, man. He want to go down there and pick on people. Like, here the Russians are calling him out, but yeah, he want to go to Kenya and pick on some fucking village people.
Right.
Drop a bomb on them just to prove a point. No, nigga, go up against you, the big bad American, right? You the stockholder of the world. Go up against the bear, man. What are you doing? He getting picked on by fucking Russia, but yeah, he want to go kick it off with the fucking Iraq. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? Nigga, go down there and get this war start so you can get your ass out of power so we can get our power, man.
That's right.
That's it. The only thing you need to do is just go to war, bro. Collapse the economy, bring the mark of the beast, the chip, and go to fucking war. Recruit these fucking jarheads out here, send them over there to die right along with the rest of these stupid niggas that you call citizens, and let's get this show on the road, man. Fuck y'all waiting on. We're tired of being here, man. Make a move.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Shit. Playing games, man. Here you are at the end of your goddamn society. You want to continue to play games, man. Just get this shit over already. You're not gonna win.
Yeah. And he knows he's not gonna win. That's why he's got bunkers, man.
Yeah.
What man is confident in a war, but he's got a way to flee, man? You see? Well, he already knows, man.
Well, let me I'll bring out one more precept, man, and we'll end it on that. We're gonna end it on Revelation 18 real quick. This is the book of Revelation 18, and I'm gonna start at verse 2. It says, "And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, is become the habitation of devils, and a hold of every foul spirit, in a cage of it says, in the cage of every unclean and hateful bird, man. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of our delicacies, man." Okay? So, hey, the nations are against this place. Yahweh Shai is getting ready to break it down. All hell is getting ready to break loose. And with that, we're going to close out, give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh.
Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Kakadash.
When to get double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Until next lesson, Shalom.
Shalom.